So, who remembers seeing those old infomercials for these? You know, they, of course, being an infomercial, just make it look amazing, and they claim it has like 1.5 times the suction of a full-size vacuum. Or maybe that was on their hand vacs. But anyways, the early days of Shark products, or in this case, it's a Europro, which is their parent company, was interesting. You mostly saw them, on TV instead of in stores. And this one, I actually wasn't going to restore it because it was pretty rough. So it's like, I guess I didn't even notice all these things right away when I picked it up, but it's like they had really you can see they really did not know how to get this machine apart, the last people that had this, because yeah, it looks like there's a lot of body damage. And they had this button lock up here twisted to the back, which actually created a separation here and actually snapped the screw well off inside. I did glue that back into place, and then yeah, the cord was pretty mangled around here, so I cut that off, and unfortunately this is the only strain relief I could find, which is a little bit too big, so we still have a little bit of a gap here, but what do you do? Let's see. Oh yeah, and there's a big old crack in the back of this in the back of the dirt bin here, which I don't want to take this off because getting it seated in here is kind of a, well, hell, I'll just do it. So it's these little things in the bottom here that actually hold the bin on. So it's like you twist this. It's difficult to do one-handed until you actually have like the space to move those out. So yeah, there's a big old crack on the back of here, and they just had it taped over. I filled it in with the plastic bonder. And it has, they say it had like a lifetime filter on it, which it has a screen on the outside, and then this inner material is more of like it feels more like a cloth than it does like a paper, and even after cleaning it, it still doesn't look the greatest. And I've had the thing open, of course. I don't think the motor really had anything on it to indicate exactly what it was. It's kind of funny to me, that they put this behind the bin. It's like, I guess I'm not sure how well you can actually see it. I suppose, when it was newer and the bin was a little bit more clear, that might have not been such a problem. But, yeah. It's like, as this machine's aged, it's like you can't even really see back there. But you see what I mean? How this little lip here isn't sitting in there very well? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to, and if I press just a little bit, it'll kind of like pop in there. I don't know. It's a dumb machine. But, I've had one or two of these over the years, and it's like I figured, now that I'm doing the airflow test, it's like, let's actually see how it does. Does it really have, 1.5 times the vacuum power, or 1.5 times the suction power of a full-size vacuum? Doubt it. But we'll get this plugged in, and this is a 2-speed machine, so we have a low speed and a high speed. Start it off on low. About this bin, I can feel air leaking around here. Pop it into place and it's okay. So dumb. Oh yeah, and this was another thing. It's like a whole piece of this outer like housing was completely broken off, so there's a big old gap right here, which also led to a piece of the cord winder here snapping off, and then of course we got a bunch of cracks and such here. Yeah, this machine really wasn't a great idea to restore, but meh, whatever. Oh yeah, and here's the ratings plate. Production date of 2001. I'm a little bit surprised one survived as long as it has, but whatever. And when we're doing the, we're going to do the hose airflow just back to back because this is a little bit smaller. So I'm going to tape this onto the cone just to ensure that we're getting a good seal onto there. That way I don't have to redo it. Alright, so I'm going to have to hold the hose straight because it's just a cheap little hose, you know, and it kind of has a memory to it, so it remembers that bend. So we'll start off on low here. And we'll kick it into high. So now we'll test the suction of this, starting on low. Switch it into high. Well, it's not bad, you know, a little over 80, but 1.5 times the suction really depends on the machine we're talking about, I suppose. Just like with the hose, we're going to do both airflows, then we'll do the suctions, because I know this is going to nosedive. And knowing we're going to have that problem, kick it into high. You can see it really pulling in there. I wonder. Okay, so just like many multi-speed machines, I'm going to do this partially on low power and then I'll switch over to high so you guys can see how it does in both of it. Obviously, edge cleaning wasn't a priority in the designing of this nozzle, which I don't know that I ever showed the underside of the nozzle, so let's do that now. Yeah, lots of dead space on the end. They really could have designed that a little bit better. But, you know, it's whatever. You know, these infomercial products never work as well as what they, you know, what they like to claim and what they like to show, so it's,